Victims of child sexual abuse in Tennessee will now have better legal standing if they wait decades to report the crime. The statute of limitations was removed in certain cases by lawmakers today. And as News Channel 5's Kyle Horan learned, for victims, this is a first step towards healing.
There are actually a couple things that this new law does. First, it removes that statute of limitations for child sex abusers. Also, it makes it mandatory that if someone knows that a child is being abused, that they have to report it to the authorities.
It's a very powerless feeling growing up.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, it's all about fear and control.
Imagine a life where sex abuse is somehow normal. If you ask these four, they'll tell you they had something terrible in their past for years. In some cases, it's years of warnings that were not taken seriously, like the case of Amanda Cormier.
In my case, my abuser abused hundreds of girls, but it took years for someone to be able to get enough attention where something stopped.
She testified in the case against Larry Nassar, the Olympic gymnast doctor who was convicted of terrible crimes against children. It was 16 and 17 years old when Cormier was abused. Her case was high profile, but for many others, their cries for help don't receive as much attention.
I grew up in the Mennonite, really strict Mennonite community over in Pulaski, and was sexually abused from the time I was a toddler until I left home at the age of 21.
All of these women have stories, but all are here to celebrate on this day. When Governor Bill Lee signs into law a rule that removes the statute of limitations on child sexual assault claims in certain cases, Representative Mike Sparks has been trying to have similar laws passed for a while now.
My whole motivation is to try to get these victims some healing and some comfort and access to therapy and counseling.
And now that it's happened, he can focus on that aspect of abuse. Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Kyle. Also, if someone knows about child sexual abuse that's happening and does not report it, under this law, it could be a felony.